Former athlete has faced some tough challenges in this pandemic. His father passed away in April, and through that, there has been grieving without gathering. But he used what Special Olympics gave him and turned to a place of activity to heal. Known as the Marathon Man, James Chalmers decided it was time to create his own.
Looking great, Jim.
26.2 miles in his hometown of Red Wing, past the hospital where he was born, past the homes where his family has lived. This time it's very personal for his dad, who passed away in April.
James, why did you decide to run this marathon in memory of your dad? How did that whole idea come about?
I just, for some reason, something inspired me to run in honor of my dad. And he wasn't much of a runner in his life, but he did a lot of his life to inspire, educate, and motivate people, because he was a teacher and a coach. Looking great, Jim.
Amid the pandemic and the grief, James went to a place of comfort and decided to run. He'd already run 7 marathons, and as an athlete, coach, and ambassador for Special Olympics, he's an inspiration to those he coaches who are feeling some isolation right now as well.
Jim is, for sure, one of the leaders in the Special Olympics movement. And Jim's been involved since he was in middle school, so, it's been 30 years.
President and CEO Dave Dorn knows there's a huge void right now.
Because as you know, you've been involved with Special Olympics. The community aspect of it and the social activities is just as much a part of the fierce competition that we see on the field.
Do you have a special message for Special Olympians right now, who are feeling a little bit isolated and maybe a little bit alone?
Oh, like I told my football team yesterday, we all go through struggles and stuff right now. Instead of being down, turn to something positive, make it something good.
And while grieving his father hasn't been easy, James has turned his grief into something good.
How proud do you think your dad would be of you right now?
Over the sun and over the moon.
And Special Olympics has been hosting virtual events throughout the pandemic and just started hosting some in-person events as well. Organizers know their job is so important right now, more than ever, to improve the lives of their athletes. And you can support them by joining a virtual event on Thursday, the 22nd at 7 p.m. Our very own Ian Leonard is hosting that event. It is free for everybody. And you can learn more at somn.org/champions together.
So worthy. So
Yeah.
worthy.
And Ian, so do you know a little bit more about that event?
Yeah, the Champions event is a week from this Thursday. It's October the 22nd. We'd love for you to be there. I'm hosting with Unified Brother and Sister Team, Patrick and Megan. And it's simple, specialolympicsmn.org. Look for the Champions Together page, and there's no cost. You just RSVP so we know that you're going to be there. We're expecting 1,000 people.
Guaranteed fun.
To spread the message of what I always say, inclusion, not exclusion. And our hope, our legacy in the next, say, 10, 15, 20 years is that we'll look around the room, wherever we are, at the mall or at a sports field or wherever we are. We'll look around the room and we won't see anybody who looks different. Yeah. And that we're all the same. So there you go. Yeah, it was a great piece. Thanks, guys.
All right, Ian, what you got for us?
Aside from being no Ontario.